Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. My name is TL and this is my third YouTube video, which is a continuation on the topic another look at moving to Texas series. So if you haven't watched other parts of this series, the series is designed to inform you of other areas within United States that offer similar living conditions like the ones in Texas, so that when it's come to time that you decide to relocate or move to different state, you would have more options, more selections to incorporate in your decision making process. So in this video, I decided to talk about the warm weather, and for ease of reference, I would like to focus on one particular area in Texas, which is Dallas, Texas. Dallas, Texas is a common choice when people decide to move to Texas. And from the videos that I watch on YouTube, Um, I noticed that there are a common reasons for why people move to Dallas, Texas. So the reasons for moving to Dallas as follow. Dallas has a has a really warm weather, so very comfortable. It has a very affordable housing, so you can think of the house with a nice side lot, with a big yard to raise the family. It's not a very good school district, and it's have a very good infrastructure. So think of beautiful highway, awesome airport. Um, so those are the reasons for people moving to Dallas. So in order to help you to visualize how it's like to live in Dallas, Texas, I decided to go on to realtor.com and look at several property. So let's take a look. So this is some of the property in Dallas, Texas. So let's take a look at this property. So this property costs roughly around $400,000, 1,500 square feet. The nearby school is average, ranking 4 and 3. So let's look at the area that this property is located. So as you can see, this property is located near highway. It's located next, with easy access to parks and restaurants, grocery store, shops. So very conveniently located. So this is what you expect to find for the property in Dallas, Texas. So overall, Dallas, Texas is a great place to live and walk. Uh, you know, um, Very affordable housing and good infrastructures and good school districts, so on and so forth. So for my research, try to replicate some of the conditions of the lifestyle in Dallas, Texas. I happened to come across Orlando, Florida. The reason for me to select Orlando, Florida is that because it have a similar climate, similar weather compared to the one in Dallas, Texas, and it also have similar geography compared to the one in Dallas, Texas, meaning that they are both landlocked, so they don't have access to the oceans or they don't have access to the beach, so on and so forth. Um, so within Orlando, Florida, let's take a look at some of the property to see why Orlando, Florida is a comparable um, alternative options to the one that in Dallas, Texas. So within the same price range, let's take a look at this property, 359,000, which is similar to the 400,000 that we looked at previously. So in terms of schooling, this property offer a very similar ranking schooling, a little bit better than the one in Dallas, Texas. And in terms of the area, this property is also, close to grocery store, close to retail shops, and I can see it's have access to the lake, the water. So very convenient located, like the one that we looked at in previously. Um, and it's also have access to highway. Uh, Again, a lot of retail shops and restaurants. And at the bonus of it's very close to theme park, so you can literally, 10-minute drive from this property to the Universal Studio, and also 10 or 15-minute drive to the Disney area, the Disney World area. So, you know, similar climate, good school district, access to the highway, um, and warm weather. So Orlando, Florida seemed like a very good comparable, options to the lifestyle in Dallas, Texas. And here's some of the closer look of the inside of the property. So this property is not as updated as the one that in Dallas, Texas, but still is in a very good condition. Right, hardwood floor tiles, um, and dedicated office space, 4 bedroom, 2 bedrooms, and nice yard. So overall is very much comparable to the one in Texas. Um, so from a lot of YouTube video that I'm watching, I noticed that a lot of people making comment about the road condition in Orlando, Florida is not as good as the one um, in Texas, and the airport in Florida, the Orlando International Airport is no way in comparison with the Dallas Fort Worth International Airport, and that is true. So I did look at some of the image on Google, and I do see that the road in Orlando is not as big as the one in Texas, and is not as in good condition in Texas. However, there is one particular things that I'm able to find in Orlando, Florida, is the high-speed train. So in Texas, you have to drive yourself to pretty much anywhere. You have to rely on your car 100% of the time. However, by living in Orlando, Florida area, you have access to the high-speed train. The high-speed train connect, a lot of different part within Florida, so that you don't need to drive yourself to a lot of places. So let's say you decide to want to spend your weekend at the West Palm Beach or at Fort Lauderdale or Miami, you can just hop on the train, and you're gonna be there within 3 hours. So imagine yourself spending a weekend on Florida Beach, beautiful sandy beaches in Florida. And also, you can, drive your kid to Universal Studio in the afternoon, or to Disney World in the afternoon to see a firework. So that seems to me is a great alternative when it's come to living in a warm weather. So if you ever thinking moving to Dallas, Texas, you should consider Orlando, Florida as a good alternative. So I hope that you find this video informative, and this is the end of my video. And as always, thanks for watching.